Welcome to the Rare History Channel. 9 interesting facts about Mafia boss Carlos Marcello. Known as the godfather of the New Orleans Mafia for 4 decades, Carlos Marcello was a key opponent of Robert and John F. Kennedy's 1960s anti-mob crusade. In the history of New Orleans, few mobsters are as mythologized as Carlos Marcello. Beginning in 1947, he ruled the New Orleans Mafia as the little man out of a small office at the Town and Country Motel in nearby Metairie along Airline Highway, where he became a powerful political dealmaker, multi-millionaire real estate developer, and cultural icon of Louisiana. Fact number 1. The disguised early life. Carlos Marcello was born Calogero Minacourt on February 6, 1910, in a small Tunisian community under French rule. His parents were Sicilian immigrants who, like many others, were seeking better prospects outside their native Italy. Despite being born in Tunisia, Carlos identified strongly with his Sicilian heritage, which later played a significant role in his mafia affiliations. When Marcello was still a toddler, his family immigrated to the United States, settling in the old Metairie suburb of New Orleans, Louisiana. Growing up in the working-class neighborhood during the early 20th century provided Marcello with a first-hand perspective of the gritty underworld of urban America. He was introduced to petty crimes early in his life, and by the age of 18, he had already been arrested for assault and robbery. Marcello's entrance into organized crime was reportedly under the guidance of local mob boss Silvestro "Silver Dollar" Sam Caralla. Marcello quickly proved his worth, demonstrating a unique blend of ruthlessness, cunning, and ambition. Number 2. Deportation and mysterious return. In 1961, Attorney General Robert Kennedy sought to have Marcello deported. Marcello was indeed deported to Guatemala, but he returned under mysterious circumstances just weeks later. His return, despite government efforts to remove him, demonstrated the immense power and influence Marcello wielded. Number 3. The Kennedy assassination conspiracy. One of the most shocking and controversial aspects of Carlos Marcello's life is his alleged involvement in the assassination of President John F. Kennedy. According to some conspiracy theories, Marcello arranged the murder in retaliation for Attorney General Robert Kennedy's relentless crackdown on organized crime. A House Select Committee on Assassinations concluded in 1979 that Marcello had the means, motive, and opportunity to carry out the crime, but there was insufficient evidence to make a definitive judgment. Marcello himself vehemently denied any involvement in the assassination. Despite the lack of concrete evidence, the speculation surrounding Marcello's potential involvement in one of the most infamous moments in American history adds an additional layer of intrigue and notoriety to his legacy. Number 4. The Banana King Empire. Carlos Marcello built an empire from scratch, but it was a far cry from the traditional business world. He used a produce company as a front for his illegal activities. His fruit and vegetable importing business earned him the nickname Banana King. However, it was merely a facade, a legitimate face to a clandestine operation. His businesses, especially those in the citrus industry, were essentially platforms for a wide range of illicit activities, from loan sharking to illegal gambling. This also served to launder the profits from his criminal enterprises, a strategy that was as ingenious as it was deceptive. Number 5. The Mafia's little man. Standing at a modest height, Carlos Marcello was not physically imposing. However, what he lacked in physical stature, he more than made up for in influence, audacity, and power. Known endearingly, and somewhat ironically, as the little man within the criminal underworld, Marcello's reach was anything but small. Over a sprawling career that spanned more than 3 decades, he ruled the Mafia's operations in Louisiana and Texas with an iron fist. Number 6. Marcello and the Teamsters. Carlos Marcello's connection to the Teamsters Union, one of the largest and most powerful labor unions in North America, was a key element of his underworld power. Through his association with Jimmy Hoffa, the Teamsters' infamous president, Marcello was able to extend his influence far beyond the traditional criminal enterprises. Marcello, understanding the potential of infiltrating the labor unions, played a pivotal role in securing loans from the Teamsters Central States Pension Fund for various illicit ventures. These loans, often secured under false pretenses, were funneled into Marcello's diverse portfolio of illegal activities, including casinos and real estate. The Marcello-Hoffa relationship was mutually beneficial, with Marcello providing the union leader with muscle when needed, and Hoffa offering a shield of legitimacy for Marcello's activities. Their alliance not only deepened Marcello's pockets but also his influence and power in the criminal underworld, solidifying his status as a major player in organized crime throughout the mid-20th century. Number 7. Avoiding jail time. Despite his extensive criminal operations and numerous encounters with the law, Carlos Marcello displayed a remarkable ability to avoid serious jail time. His legal team was notorious for exploiting loopholes and procedural delays, which allowed Marcello to remain a free man for much of his career. It wasn't until the late 1980s, after decades of evading justice, that Marcello was finally convicted on federal racketeering charges and sentenced to a lengthy prison term. His knack for slipping through the fingers of the law led to comparisons with the Teflon Don, John Gotti, another mafia boss famous for avoiding convictions. Marcello's consistent ability to avoid serious legal consequences only added to his reputation and mystique within the world of organized crime. Number 8. Influence on popular culture. Carlos Marcello's life and career have served as inspiration for numerous characters in film and television. His influence extends beyond the annals of criminal history and into the realm of pop culture. The character of Johnny Casper in the Coen brothers' critically acclaimed film Miller's Crossing is said to be based on Marcello. This fictional portrayal of a smooth-talking, powerful, and ruthless crime boss bears a striking resemblance to the real-life Marcello. Despite his criminal deeds, Marcello's influence and impact on popular culture are an undeniable part of his enduring notoriety. It's a testament to the larger-than-life persona that Marcello cultivated during his reign as one of the most powerful mafia bosses in America. Number 9. The fall of Marcello's empire. Despite maintaining his influence for decades, Marcello's empire finally began to crumble in the late 1980s. He was convicted on federal racketeering charges, marking a significant blow to his criminal enterprise. His decline signaled the end of an era in the history of organized crime in the United States.